Hello, my fellow humans. Let's talk about burnout and how to get out of it, or if you are sensing that you're approaching the point of burnout, how to stop and not go into that shithole. Even though if you burn out, you will get through the years so much wisdom and so much changes from it, but it's better to get the wisdom and changes without burning out. And I was a little bit reluctant to make a video about burnout because I feel at times as though everywhere is just stress and burnout and blah blah blah, and it seems like something for LinkedIn where you feel as though it has been said thousands of times and it's just AI generated content. But still, when you go through the experience of burnout, it feels, and it is, so freaking real. And what is devastating, is that the right word? Like, devastating? It is devastating. It's not just burnout, but the loss of trust into yourself and into your body, and the fear of getting back into the game, back into your business or to the job or whatever it is, because you no longer trust your body because it broke down once, and what if it happens again? And my experience was that it came kind of out of nowhere, even though when looking back, I can see so many things that went on at that point in my life that contributed to my burnout. But still, I was doing the work that I loved and it was taking off, and I had a blissful summer back then. That was in 2016, and it was like my dreams started coming true. Finally, I was making money from my creative small business, and then I crashed. Years after that, during those years after that, it happened a few times that I thought, oh, I'm back on track, I have energy again, I feel again as though I want to hang out with people and do projects, and I felt like this spirit high of being on purpose. And then I crashed again, and then it became this inner fear always when I started feeling inspired and I'm gonna do the things, and oh, things are happening, and oh, let's make some money. That in my body there was like, no, no, what if it happens again? What if I get back in the game and I crash again? So it became really hard to trust my body uh, in this cycle, because it felt like, oh, I have energy, I can do the things, but then it felt like though my body is betraying me again. But I was actually the one betraying my body because I was not treating it the best way. And it helped me a lot that I quit some addictions like smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee. I do drink it now, but not in such huge amounts that I used to drink it. And one of the reasons that I drank too much coffee was that I felt as though I constantly need to be productive. And it is so important during the burnout and post burnout, and if you have prolonged burnout, to build that deep connection and trust within your body. And I wish it would go fast, but it takes time. And the more you want it to go fast and heal fucking fast and get back in the game and do the things and be a superwoman again, the more you want it to be fast, the longer it takes. It's such a big work, big job, big ask from your body, from the universe. Like, such a big lesson from burnout is to learn to be to be in yourself, to be with your body, and be enough even without your achievements. And I know that this can be so hard because there's part of me, even now when I'm saying this, that it's like, but no, I want it to happen. I want to do the things, I want to do them fast. Like, why is my body holding me back? Let's have a moment of compassion for our bodies and our minds. And a moment of compassion for that inner child of us, or inner child of ours, or inner teenager or inner young adult who wants to get things done and achieve things and get praise and love and recognition and approval. Let's also appreciate how much energy and time and work these parts of ourselves are willing to put in to get what they want, to get the recognition and approval and love and money and all the goodness. Let's appreciate how willing are they to try different strategies and whatnot to move forward, to move ahead in life. And again, let's appreciate and acknowledge our bodies. How much do they have to keep up? How many demands there are from the mind? Be more like this, be more like that. Why are you not there yet? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. It sometimes feels like we are horses, like our bodies are horses and we are beating them to run and run and run. But horses need breaks, and so do we. Huh. I just, when I said that horses need breaks and so do we, I realized how burnout can be this break. When you're not giving yourself a break, burnout happens. 50 or 60% of people feel as though they are burning out, approaching burnout, or that they have already been burned out. But also, there are many of those people who think they are burnt out, but they are just under a lot of stress. But if you're under a lot of stress for longer periods of time, yes, you will probably burn out. One of the main things and the hardest things is the most important thing if you're burnt out, or the most important thing if you're human, is that you learn how to rest without guilt and shame, how to learn to love yourself even if you are not productive all the time. And I want to share what was very important realization for me after burnout and me trying to figure out how the heck it could happen to me. It was not just about body. It was not because of work. It was about what was going on in my mental body and my emotional body. It's not necessarily about you working too much. I was actually doing what I loved, and that's why it came as such surprise to me that I burned out. It is probably, or at least that was my case, about thinking too much, about thinking too much and causing yourself an emotional turmoil with feelings of guilt and shame and all those thoughts that you should do more and you should be further ahead and you should give more to people and what will they think of me. It was about all those thoughts of not being enough, fear of disappointing other people, fear of saying no to other people. And even when I did say no, I would then ruminate in my mind with fears like, what will they think about me now? What if they will think I'm just about the money? If they wanted something free from me, I was so afraid to say no. When I look back, I was shaming myself for not being able to satisfy requests of every person. I was shaming myself for not being able to respond to all the messages. I was beating myself up when I was annoyed that people asked me for free help. I thought kind of as though I should respond to everyone and give them free help and expect nothing in return. And if people asked me for favors and I was annoyed because they're asking me, I was then beating myself up for being annoyed at them instead of seeing that this annoyance and anger that I felt wanted me to draw a boundary between myself and them and say, no, I cannot do this for you, ask someone else. I was trying to satisfy every request and beating myself up if I felt angry about it, but at the same time it was also like, oh, everyone is trying to take advantage of me, etc. And I was in those years of prolonged burnout paranoid at times and so afraid of people and relationships. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm still working partially through that, and I know I'm not the only one, because this is one of the most common themes with humans today and throughout the history. It's hard for us to trust other humans once we were betrayed and taken advantage of. But what is the worst part of this is how we become our own bully. Like, we internalize outer bullies, and there's then this inner bully who is sometimes even worse than anyone could ever be. And this is a huge part that is contributing to burnout, when you put yourself down all the time. And it's hard to be full of energy and happy and excited about life and do the things with ease when you put so much weight on yourself and you're trying to carry your own weight and weight of other people. One of the things that causes burnout is us thinking that if we can do the right thing and help someone and solve their problems, we're gonna save them from the feelings that they have about their experiences, about their life, and we cannot do this for other people. Other people need to build their own muscles, and we must take care of ourselves. And when we take care of ourselves, it's much easier to help other people if they are willing to accept help. And if they are not, we cannot save them. That's just a fact. I mean, that was my experiences. Maybe some people can make miracles for others. What would I tell myself if I could go back in time before my burnout, like a few weeks before I crashed? I would give myself the tool that I developed years later, and I would work through everything that was upsetting me at the moment, through everything that was taking up my emotional and my mental space, and I would run through that tool all the people, all the thoughts I had about what I need to do for these people. And I shared this tool with a friend of mine, and he said he wished he had the tool when he was a teenager, because it would prevent him going to the mental hospital. And I truly believe that if I had this tool, it would prevent me from burning out, because I could work through those things that were upsetting me. If I could give you one thing for all your problems, it would be the mental fog remover. And as a life and business coach, I am totally for people working one-on-one or in a group with someone, and you can sign up for one-on-one coaching sessions with me. I love working with business owners who have huge love for planet and humanity and who are creative, and we work on putting yourself first, on putting your projects first, and not caring that much about what other people think, so that you can build your dream lifestyle and do the work you're meant to do and help the world, help the planet by being your true self. Sign up for the sessions. Yeah, what are you waiting for? But also, if you can, get the mental fog remover. It's on my website, it's for free. Write a list of your problems, of the thoughts that are upsetting you, and then go through the process. And post a comment below with what you find out. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you. Bye bye. Bully. 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 Scratching my ears. Ah.